Hello and welcome to this very exclusive episode of Newsmakers, the show where we bring to you success stories of inspirational people from different walks of life. Because at Newsmakers, we really aspire to inspire you. My dear audience, I'm your host Simran, and today I would like to start with this very famous quote, which says that leaders, great leaders, do not work to be the leader. They work to bring the difference in the society. It is not, please mind it, it is not about the role, it is about the goal. And today, on today's episode, we have one such leader who has brought such a tremendous change in the society. He is very famously known as the Solar Man of India, and he is the founder director of Green Initiative Pvt Limited. We are so honored to bring him here on the stage of Newsmakers. Please allow me to welcome Mr. Sachin Shigwan on the show of Newsmakers. Very warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you so much.
We are so glad that you're here. You took out this time for us. And to begin with, there is this million-dollar question that I have in my mind. That somebody who's achieved so much at such a stature in life, you must have gone through a lot of ups and downs. Please tell us about your journey, sir.
So, thank you very much for inviting us on this platform to express our goals and the life achievements and journey. But now you can see that, and you can tell your viewers that I earned the Solar Man of India title. But there is lots of challenges and kind of situations where we thought, okay, it cannot be happening in our life. But now we are cherishing those moments. Mm-hmm. So it started with my childhood days. Okay, that time I am coming from a very humble background. Stayed in slums. My mother used to work as a housemaid, and my father working as a plumbing contractor. And it was not a good days. Those we were actually I studied under the kerosene lamp. And I also burned my hands with the kerosene lamps, and those days were very difficult, but there were hopes. Mm-hmm. Always, and with the hopes you start dreaming something good in the life. Absolutely. And in the schooling, in the college days, I was part of the social activities, and doing those social activities, I realized when you are doing something good towards the society, you get back with the 10x. Mm-hmm. And so it was my then started dreaming like, okay, if I do something into the social sector, I think that will create some satisfaction to myself, and also a few good things we can do it towards the community. So when I went to the college, I got an opportunity. Mm-hmm. to work with a Rotary Club. So as a youth organization called Rotaract. In Rotaract, when I went, I got an opportunity to work on the solar project. So I gave an idea to give a solar lanterns in 2005, 6, 7 somewhere. Give a lanterns to the underprivileged communities. And that project actually brought me a eureka moment. Mm-hmm. We have distributed more than 500 lanterns to those underprivileged communities near Mumbai. And that created an aura. Mm-hmm. And one activity gave me an award, that is an international award called Professional Citizen Karmavir Puraskar. Okay. And then I realized, if doing something, a small good. Mm-hmm. towards the community, if you can get so much of recognition, I think doing continuously towards the community, you will get that. And that's why then the journey started, and I'm here.
So it is so wonderful to know your journey till now. You did so much till now, but this very important question that I have. You are a founder of Green India Initiative. This is something very unique. Like, we really want this thing to happen in the society now. What are you doing about it? Like, you founded this company, and what made you to get this?
Okay, so after doing that my first project and getting awarded for that small initiative, then I started realizing, okay, what we can do it further. in this sector. So I was knowing the solar energy previously, but we were not done anything in that sector. So I started studying it and then realized, okay, this is a good and this is the future energy sector. So yes, after the IT, if something is going to boom, that is the energy sector. Then doing something, I gathered my family members, I gathered my friends, and I put up the plan. The plan is to have a organization. So that time it was not a private limited company. It was like having an NGO, because I was inclined towards the social work. So I thought we can have a NGO. But when we went for a registration, so India, they were little giving us a restrictions, so we cannot use a India name.
Okay.
And that's why this registration hampered. So then I went to my one of the friend, and he said, Sachin, why don't you want to go for only an NGO? You can have a private limited company or a organization which can have a status of the privatization, but that private limited company also you can work and do a social work. So I said, how it can be possible? And that time he introduced me the word called social entrepreneurship, which is like you having one cause with you, that cause, and then also with that cause you can earn, you can employ people, and you can have a sustainability in your own organization. So I was little convinced with his explanation. I thought, okay, take a chance, and registered Green India Initiative Pvt Limited, and with the God grace, within 6 months we got that registration. Super. So in August 2014, we registered Green India Initiative to Pvt Limited as a social enterprise, which is a for-profit social enterprise, but we work like an NGO only, with all the values, and our vision mission is there, which is completely focusing on reaching out to underprivileged and marginalized communities in rural India, and that is also very interior rural areas, and supporting them with the solar energy. So we have a different projects to develop them.
So now that the very important question comes is that why are you called as the solar man of India? Like, I mean, I really wonder that is there an incident behind it, or like, you know, you've really been working so consistently with the rural sector. I'm sure this is something, some incident must have been there. Please do share with us.
Yes, thank you very much for asking this question. Actually, this is a very emotional question for me. In my childhood, I was studying under the kerosene lamp, and that lamp's cost is my mom's one day wages. And I was studying, so taking that lamp from one place to another place, that time it got fall. And I was trying to hold it with my hand, and I got burned that time. So that incident actually was in my memory lane for a longer period. And when I went to the Rotary's program to do a rural development into the rural site, so that time I saw the students are studying under the kerosene lamp, and I remembered that incident. And I was realized, okay, that time I was going through so much of pain.
Yes.
I think these students will also get burns, or this kerosene lamp is very toxic, can catch fire. So I think we should replace with something else. So then I realized, okay, we can give a solar lanterns, and those solar lanterns can make them happy. And when we have distributed those solar lanterns, we saw their smiles, their happiness. That incident actually took me somewhere else, because that time the sarpanch of that community in 2009 somewhere said that we got Saura Manav, that is a solar man.
Wow.
And that title was like, I was very not comfortable with that, because that time like somebody is giving us me a good appreciating in such a way. But I realize now why though that title is coming from those days, because we were getting a kind of a mission, and that mission is getting fulfilling nowadays. Now every community, whenever we do some project over there, so people recognize us as the Solar Man of India. And previously it was not India, we were doing some work in Maharashtra. So now we have spread out to the more than 12 states.
Wow.
So, and we have a target to reach out to all states of India, and going to the interior, not into the cities or nearby cities, going to the interior, very interior, where the people are staying, the underprivileged people are staying into the forest areas, or on the top of the hill, where their electricity infrastructure will be less, or the infrastructure is there, but it is not working properly.
Right.
So our target is that, and this title is given by people. It is not by us. So it is. I say that this title is a responsibility for us, not the pride. So pride is there. Okay, it will come always, but it is more than a responsibility. So we take it as a responsibility, and humbly we accept that title, and we are doing it more and more work towards the people.
Superb, superb. It's such a great thing to know a person who is so humble. My dear viewers, you have to see that from where he started in his life, and you also have to remember the incident. Such things do touch your heart, because that is something that comes from within, and that is why he's here. He's now the Solar Man of India, something and a title to achieve. It is something which this is the legacy that you will take over for more periods in your life, more generations to come in your life, and for the society also. We are absolutely honored to have you here with us, doing such commendable work, especially for the rural sector. Now that I know that you work very, very closely with CSR projects, I would really be wanting to know what are those projects, and how can anyone associate? Like, you are into a lot of such CSR projects. Could you please tell us that?
Sure. So connect those CSR projects with sustainable development goals. Right. So you will understand more better way. So we have a 17 sustainable development goals. We are achieving few out of that. Okay. We are so first we will start with zero hunger. Okay. So that is sustainable development number 2. Okay. So in the zero hunger, what we do, we are actually supporting the schools with a solar cooker. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have a program called Gram Energy School. Okay. So in that we are supporting with the solar cooker. So the schools can have that solar cooker. They can cook on solar, and they can give it to the student, and it is very nutritious. Okay. And the solar is free. Super. So once it is cooker is given, so they don't have to burn anything. Correct. And that is we are supporting there. So we also have a sustainable development goal number 1, that is no poor in the world. Okay, so we are trying to bring people from the poverty. So no poverty is there. So how we are bringing? So we are giving them a livelihood programs through solar energy, where they can earn from this solar energy, and they can do it like we are providing solar agarbatti making machine. So they can make agarbattis, they can sell out into the market, and they can earn it from. Wow. Okay, we are also having a solar dhoop wati making machine. We also have a solar cookers. We are so they can cook something and they can sell out into the market. Right. Also, we have a solar dryers, so they can dry the dry foods and other stuff, and they can sell out into market. So there are so many livelihood opportunity we can create it from solar. Then we have a sustainable development number 4. That is the education. Okay, so in the education, what we are doing, we are creating a student solar ambassadors through solar. We are going to the schools, we are going to the colleges, we are teaching them how to make a solar and why solar energy is important in today's world. And they are learning, they are creating we are creating more ambassadors so that they can go into the community and they can ask why you are not using a solar energy. Wow. And that will create a cascading effect into the society. Absolutely. Also, we are supporting to the ZP schools or our government schools with solar installations. So solar electrification, till date we lit up more than 250 solar schools of pan India, and we are doing it more and more because if they get the decentralized solar system, so they can make their own energy and they can utilize for themselves. So they don't have to depend on the grid. Okay. Same we are doing it with the Anganwadis. So Anganwadi is a preschool kind of thing all over India. Government setup is there. So government never provide them mostly the meters or something because Anganwadi run in the daytime. So they don't need much energy requirement. But we feel nowadays it is required because there is so much hot outside. So then we are lit upping the Anganwadis also. Then Sustainable Development Goal number 7, that is a clean and green energy. So we are promoting everywhere. We are going to the corporate employees can invite us. We are going there. We are having a workshop, solar employee solar engagement program.
Wonderful.
So there employee can come, they understand for solar, what is solar energy, why it is important nowadays, and they make a lantern with us.
Okay.
And those lanterns, they write on the greetings that this is a lantern gift from my company and from my side towards the underprivileged people. And those lanterns we collect and we distribute it to pan India wherever it is required. Real need is there, and accordingly we do that. And we have a Sustainable Development Goal number 6, that is clean water and sanitation. So where we are providing the water lifting system, where the people are staying on the hill, the water is down.
Okay.
So the women have to suffer for investing 3 to 4 hours to just bring the bucket of water. So what our role comes there, we provide them a solar water lifting system where the water goes to their doorstep.
Okay.
So the woman can save her 3 to 4 hours. Also they say their health can improve.
Absolutely.
So bringing the water on head, you know how much pain the women have to suffer.
Definitely.
So there we reduce their pain, we reduce their time, then the women can invest their time for any productive activity.
Absolutely.
That productive activity can bring more sustainability earning to them also.
Right.
And then they will get a water at their doorstep. So that's also we are doing. We are also supporting the environment with doing such a sustainable projects and environmental projects. So we are supporting the SDGs 13 and so on so forth. We are supporting other SDGs in such a way.
Wonderful. There's so much that you're doing, like just not one, you've got so many goals, and I'm so impressed by knowing that you're working upon and diligently working. And your major goal is rural sector.
Yes.
This is one thing that is always, I've been saying perpetually, it's very close to my heart, because when we see those underprivileged people not getting sufficient things, I think you're really working for them, even if you say that for the women that you think so minutely for those. Wonderful, sir. Now that this CSR project, I do see that a lot of corporates are focusing on Green India Initiative, and they've year after year they are just working upon with the CSRs to do this Green India Initiative. Now you are also working with these corporates. Please tell us, how does it work?
Yeah. So 1 decade we have worked with numerous top-notch CSR companies, and we thought, okay, what we can give different, because there are any Tom, Dick and Harry company in solar, they are doing it, the solar installation and everything. So why we are different from others? So we are not another solar company. We are working with passionately towards actually developing the villages. So we know their pain first. So we understand their requirement. So we do a proper thorough need analysis. Okay. Then our plans are very, very need based plan. So wherever there is a need, then those only project we can do. If that particular village need only street lighting in the night, if that village is in the forest area or somewhere in the dark side and they need only street lighting, so we work on the solar street lighting project only.
Okay.
If there is no need of water project or something, they have a pond nearby, they have everything there, so then we will not work on the water project. So that is one. Secondly, whatever the budget the CSR project give, we provide a maximization of that budget towards the maximum reach out to the beneficiary. So in a particular budget, we can reach out to the more and more beneficiary, so that corporate also be in a satisfied state where they will say that, okay, I have a little budget, but now we are supporting so many people.
Correct.
And that's their one kind of good thing. So out of this, and also we have an expert team. We have lots of engineers working with us. So they are actually engineers also, but they are social engineers also, because they are also coming from the community. They are working with us. So we have an electrical engineer, we have a mechanical engineer, we have a solar expert, we have electricians, but they are professional in their technical field. Also, they know the socially how to work with us with the society. So they are a little inclined towards the social work, and that's the combination creates a social engineering within them, and that's why they understand their scenario, and accordingly they design the project, and we execute in such a way that can be beneficially that can be benefited to those underprivileged for a longer period. The impact can be created for a longer period, and that's we are doing it. And that is one. Then we have a speedy project delivery system. So whenever the corporate comes to us and say that, okay, we have only 1 month to execute the project, can you do it? Well, yes, because we have all supply chain ready.
Wow. Okay.
And we execute it in a very systematic and a very particularly focusing on the need of the community. And that's why our projects always go with this in a very systematic, and those projects, when you see it, I always love my own creation. So my whole team always cherish after the project execution. So my team is more happy than the villagers because we are seeing our own product in front of us, and that's the better thing for us.
Yes, and that is the kind of an achievement that you feel that, wow, what a great work that we as a team did.
And that's why CSR comes to us, because we are also getting energy from that project. The villagers also getting the energy from that, and the corporates also seeing, oh, that this is a fantastic project. So it is a win-win situation we are creating. That's why the corporate social responsibility, only for corporate social responsibility, all the corporate is coming towards the Green India Initiative and the Solar Man of India.
Oh yes, wonderful to know this. And we would like to tell all the corporates who are still, thinking as to where to, go and who to attach with for such a great initiative. We have a person here, and I'm sure you're going to fulfill their dreams as well.
Sure.
So, sir, you are also called as the green aggregator of the society. Now, being one, how do you manage this gap between the rural sector and the government sector?
You know that government is doing their work and they are doing a fantastic nowadays, but still there is a gap. There is a gap of reaching out to the marginalized communities. Okay, so what is happening? So government has announced that all the villages in India has reach out with the energy, that is energy infrastructure. Grid has reached to them, but still there is a gap that the people, the grid is not reach out to each one of the house. So there are few houses are still there. So we are supporting those houses. We are still not connected with the grid, and that's we are doing it. And the green aggregator is like this. We are doing a green project. We are taking a green initiative, and not only a solar projects, but we are taking other projects also, like tree plantation, having working with the communities where we can have the rainwater harvesting. Okay, we are recharging the bore wells and all. So those small project also we are doing it with the other organization, Rotary clubs and all. So that's why we are not only talking about the energy aspect, energy per se, but we are also talking about other initiatives which can support the green environment, and we are also preserving the nature. So whenever we are installing solar panel, we never cut the any tree. We try to accommodate the solar panel in such a way that the tree should be there, and also our infrastructure can be accommodated. So that's why we are called as a green egg.
Wonderful, wonderful. And we really need such people who can preserve the environment. It's really needed. Now I'm wanting to know that you're also called as a sustainability champion. Now we also know that the kind of sustainable projects that you did, your goals that you just now said. Now we would also want to know that why are you called as one?
So whichever projects we are doing it, I explained the many projects to you, gram energy education, gram energy water and all. So those projects, whenever we execute, we actually participate those underprivileged people in that project. We make them understand, we learn them that these projects are for you. So that's why there is the 40 minister from Ethiopia to came to study our project by the people, for the people, to the people. And they have studied that how sustainably we are doing it. Like we take all the quality material for installation of the projects. Okay, then we involve the communities with you can call it as a Saur Mitra, that is a solar friends.
Okay.
So they will call it the solar friend, and those people will start with us. They will work with us, and we train them so that they can have a future maintenance of that system.
Okay.
And then we are maintaining those for a longer period, so that it should not be a kind of the green, it should not be a kind of the hazards for the future. Okay. And also after the longer period, if somebody wants to take back those solar panel and dismantle it in a scientific way, we are doing it.
Okay.
So that's why we are called as a sustainability champion.
Wonderful, sir. And then you just now said that that you're also training them, and I know that you've also been conducting a lot of workshops, that is social engineering workshops that you conduct. Right. Please tell us about that.
Yeah. So when we started doing this, so we were doing it for corporates, but where the corporates role was very limited. So they support us with the fund, they donate that funding to us, and we execute the project. So they come for a survey and they then come for an inauguration. So their involvement was very limited. So then we thought, how can we increase the involvement of the corporate? And then we designed the program called Solar Employee Solar Engagement Program. Okay. Where we started doing a workshop with the corporate sector in their own premises. We are taking the lanterns, we are taking the cooker and solar cooker, and we try to make them how to make this, how to assemble this, and then how to use this. And after that, we also teach them why solar energy is important, what is the future, why it is a need of an hour, how that solar energy will help our future generation, so that everyone will get that small initiative in their own life. Absolutely. And till date we did more than 120 workshops in big corporates, and their employees are very happy. I think we reach out to more than 15,000 employees today.
Superb. And now that we know that here, just now that we witnessed G20 summit, it is a huge thing, a big development in the society again. India is progressing. Where do you see yourself? Where is Green India Initiative heading to?
So I will just take one goal from that G20 summit. So that the goal says that all the airports of India are going to be on 100% renewable energy. So I think a few airports or nearby areas might be going to be developed by Green India Initiative. Also, we have taken 1,000 villages to lit up till 2025. Wow. And we are nearby. We have completed 560 plus villages till date, and few, when I am speaking over here, my team is already lighting up in one village. Super. In Maharashtra. Wow. So we are now going to take a bigger target, and that is, we say, possible. It is not impossible, it is a possible. We want to lit up all 6 lakh plus villages in India with solar energy. Hope that we'll get the support from government, we'll get the support from corporations, we get the support from NGOs, and we'll get the support from other stakeholders who are involved.
Absolutely, we really believe in that, because you come with a very positive mindset, and with a person sitting with such a positive aura, I would like to have one quick advice for the people who are watching you, a very quick one.
Okay, so viewers, the simple advice I can give you, please start using renewable energy. Start with a solar energy, which is very simple, and use in a smaller pieces also. Like you can go for solar lantern, you can go for solar power chargers, you can go for solar cookers, and those are available. Yes, right now might be you will think that it is very expensive, but you are using iPhone, which is also expensive, but now it is a necessity for you. So we are here to requesting you all, make solar energy also one of your necessary aspect.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. You gave us such a great thing to think about. What a great brainstorming thing. My dear viewers, you now have to think upon it. And I would like to say thank you before I go back to my audience. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. We are again telling you honored to have a solar man of India with us. My dear viewers, it was fantastic to have him here, and we got to know that he's doing so much for the society. Please be a part of his, the kind of things that he's coming up, be a part of it and do things like he just not advised. Now here's Simran signing off, but I would promise that I will be back with another very fantastic newsmaker super soon. Till then, stay blessed and use solar power for your own good life. Till then, happy living, stay blessed.